Hello and welcome to another 10 minutes until landing video. Today I'm going to do the VOR Alpha approach into Dubrovnik's runway 29. I will be using the NERA 8 Alpha Star in order to set myself up for this approach. So the sensible thing to do to begin with is to set the VOR frequency for Dubrovnik, and that is 115.4, so we'll set that up on both sides. Next I'm going to set the course of 315 on the right side of the dashboard. I'll explain why in a short while. Okay, now I'll load up a fix for Dubrovnik, Delta Bravo Kilo, and what I'll do is I'll set a distance of 11 nautical miles. That is the DME for Dubrovnik to which we have to follow the arc. You can see it here. It's a circle around the VOR, and that should be the arc that we end up following. Now if I zoom in to the plan on my navigation display, you'll be able to see that there is a point to which my current flight plan intersects the arc. We want to set our course to the star to which the plan intersects the arc. So you can see that's about 0.15. What we'll do is we'll spin it around to show a reciprocal, and that should be about 195. So the plan is going to be to slice the arc every 10 degrees. I'll show you what I mean now. So where we've got a course of 195, what I'm going to do is set it to 185. That will be 10 degrees less than 195. Now what we also need to remember is that our heading is going to be 90 degrees, i.e. a right angle to the course. So that would be 185 take away 90. That should give you 95. That will be our initial heading as soon as we hit the arc. Right, so as per the chart, we're going to have to descend to an altitude of 3200. I'm going to use vertical speed for that. Once we get to the arc, we are going to maintain the altitude of 3200. I'm also going to reduce our speed and start thinking about using our flaps. Okay, so with a couple of stages of flaps in, I will now hold the heading that we are currently at. That is 152, is shown on the dashboard, and I just will click the switch to make sure the heading is held. This will allow us to intercept the arc. I am also focused on trying to bring the speed of the aircraft down as we get ready to land at Dubrovnik. So here it is, our first 90-degree angle from 185, which gives us a heading of 95. And we track this heading until we intersect at the course, which is the green dotted line across our navigation display. And once we get over the dotted line, I will reduce the course by 10 degrees and also the heading by 10 degrees. So we'll set the heading now to 85 and we will maintain heading of 85 until we intersect at the course of 175, as you can see there. And I repeat that every time we cross the dotted lines, dropping our heading by 10 degrees and then also dropping our course by 10 degrees. And as we close in on our final approach phase, I will start setting the aircraft up for landing. So that's the speed brake armed, and we'll get the engine switches just above to continuous. Hopefully I've explained it clear enough now that you understand what is happening at each of the intervals. At this point, whilst I am changing the headings, I am going to think about slowing down the aircraft and also bringing our altitude down. Obviously we are holding at 3200, but the next big waypoint is going to be about 2000. So we'll set the altitude bug to 2000. Okay, so for this final slice I'm going to reduce the heading by 10 as per normal, but my course I am going to set as 315 so that we can start using the VOR in a very short while. As you can see, we are getting very close to the VOR itself. And I'll press VOR lock in order to get us established on that VOR. Depending on your speed and the type of aircraft you're using, I'm using the 737-800 by PMDG, the results of us capturing this VOR will vary. Right, so now I'm waiting for about 8.4 DME to start our descent towards 2000. So you can see the DME on the navigation display is just in the bottom right corner and bottom left corner because the VORs A and B are set appropriately. And we are just going to select vertical speed in order to give ourselves a descent to 2000. So here we are, vertical speed is being set, something moderate enough so that at 4.8 DME we should be down to 2000.
2500.
So we're quite a bit lower than what has been anticipated on the charts, but we are still within safe parameters. We'll descend towards our minima, and at our minima, that's when we are going to break away and start approaching the runway by hand.
Approaching minimums.
So the chart here says that we should be turning to a heading of 339, which is what I'm trying to set here. Oh, it doesn't look like it's working. I think I'm going to have to go manual. The heading is set, so I'm just going to turn towards that, 339, and we're going to hand fly the rest of this approach. Caught the pappies just in time. Flaring.
10.
And we are down. Spoilers. Reversers in green. And the auto braking is kicking in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dubrovnik.